Other member staff? No? Okay. Let's see if there's any questions. Director Derman. And let's keep in mind what the recommendation is here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Not so much a question as a comment. First of all, I thank staff for the report. The information is useful. One concern I have in terms of the report is it is limited in terms of its investigation to a fair degree and by past decisions that make the assumption that Heartland, for example, will be the place where we do things, and makes some assumptions about technologies that are decisions in some cases that were 4 or 5 years old. I've, in the last 2 years, attended a number of sessions, for example, on various applications of gasification and the opportunities that provide. I really don't think we've ever explored that very fully. Some gasification systems can be located much closer to residential than is desirable with a biodigester, probably on less land, quite possibly at less expense, and are in a very good position to take advantage of district heat loops and things of that nature. There are opportunities with things like kitchen scraps to look at something like the International Biochar Initiative that produces considerable carbon benefits as well as a very, very attractive soil amendment. We haven't canvassed those kinds of things. The other thing, and I think sometime we absolutely need to, because one of the things we should be doing in whatever we choose for handling our waste, and I don't see us as having done yet, we should be taking a look at what is the carbon footprint of all the various choices. Probably the #1 problem, as I mentioned a minute ago, that we face today is the need to reduce GHGs, plain and simple. And so it would be nice to see a whole variety of scenarios using some of the emerging technology, which is not bleeding edge, but now has become leading edge, and look at what kind of carbon footprint reductions could be accomplished through those various scenarios. Some of them even involve less trucking, for example. That's a carbon footprint reduction. They involve greater utilization of heat. That's a reduction. All these kinds of things. And we have that opportunity. We don't have a lot of infrastructure in place. In some respects, that's an advantage compared to other areas. So I desperately hope that we will do that sometime in the future. Thank you.